Hawks continue to lose again by the fairly similar score 3 games in a row. This time they lose 3-1 because they let in an empty net. But for the second game in a row, they blow it in the third period of play. The Hawks, being the better team for the first 40 minutes of play, blow it. That's happened 2 games in a row this time, and it's kind of frustrating. I get it. We're playing well, but it takes 60 minutes to play a full hockey game, not 40. That's the issue with the Blackhawks here. Again, 2 games in a row, letting in the pretty much just doing the same thing, blowing their lead going into the third period of play to end up losing 3-1 this time because they let in an empty net. But there's an issue. We cannot score a goal. There is more problems. I get it. We don't have our star scoring forward out there in Connor Bedard. We don't have Nick Foligno. We don't have Tyler Johnson. We don't have much. Lucas Reichel, what are you doing? You aren't doing much for offense anyways. Gotta get that game going. We need you to pick up your play. It's frustrating. I get it. But it's at this point where the Hawks can't score. They don't have much scoring threats on their roster. They're going to lose games. And they are. They are one of the worst teams in the NHL. Granted, it was planned out to be that way this year. But they cannot find a way to actually battle and hold a lead going into the third period of play. When you score first and that's your only goal, there's some problems. First period, it was a 0-0 game after one, where the shots on net, it was fairly even. It was an even game in the first period, 8-6 in favor for Dallas in the first for the shots on goal. Wedgwood went in net for the Stars to start the game, and then midway through, we'll talk about it then. And it was the second period where the Hawks knew they can have Dallas on the ropes. They were battling hard, getting their opportunities. Mrazek made some timely saves, but I have to say it, Mrazek gave up a bad goal to give the Stars the 1-goal lead in this game. I have to mention that. But shots on goal in the second period was 9-19 in favor for the Blackhawks. Third period, it was 13-10 for the Stars in the third. Total shots on goal, 30-35 for the Chicago Blackhawks. Another moment to mention, power play. Hawks are terrible at it because we don't have offensive threats. We went 0 for 2 on it. Dallas went 1 for 3. And the refs missed multiple penalties on the Dallas Stars. But no, they don't get those penalties because we blew a 4-minute power play, only having 1 shot on goal in the first period of play. That was it. 1 shot on goal on a 4-minute power play. It's frustrating. There's some problems. I get it. The power play unit has been virtually a new power play unit each game since Connor Bedard went down. And it seems like we have had a new power play unit all of January. That's it. They cannot figure it out. They don't have the offensive threats right now. This team being injured to the point we don't have offensive threats is a problem. This team doesn't have much offensive upside other than our players injured. It's issues. There's big issues with this team and big holes. I get it. Injuries have killed us. This team's a rebuilder. It is frustrating. For the third time in a row, the Hawks lose a game when they should have won. That's how it was. They should have won this game, but they didn't. They haven't won a game since Calgary, when Calgary laid an egg. That's how it went. So, goals of the game in the second period of play, the Hawks were the team to get on the board first, which we've done in the last 3 games, including tonight. So it was in the second period when the scoring started. Hawks were the better team. They came out full attack. Wedgwood gets pulled for injury at the midway point at 11-11 in this second. And well, a cold goalie and Jake Ottinger goes in. The Hawks see that, they press hard. They get on the board first. And it's Zach Sanford going up the ice on a breakaway. And it's Boris Kachuk with his fourth of the season, buries the rebound and gets it in net for a 1-0 lead for the Hawks. Assist to Sanford, and Kachuk gets his fourth of the season. Nice work there by Kachuk. A line though that was working really strong, it had some chances, was the Pitlick, Kurashev, Radish line. They were generating a ton of chances, nearly had 4 goals in that second period, but Wedgwood and Ottinger said no. We go to the third period. We knew a push was going to come, and Dallas comes out with full attack. A penalty is called, and they take advantage of it. A bad penalty because it wasn't even a penalty in the first place. Megna goes to the box, Hawks on the PK. Off the faceoff at 2:32 in the third period, Matt Duchene scores his 14th of the season, assisted by Hintz and Robertson to make it a 1-1 game. Mrazek, he couldn't see the puck. Ben goes straight up front and stands in the view of Mrazek, and it goes in net, knuckling in, and the shot from Duchene knuckles in and goes in net. It's 1-1. And then Dallas continues to press. They had more opportunities, and at 14:54 in the third period, Mason Marchment with 5 minutes and some change left puts it on to make it a 2-1 lead for the Dallas Stars, his 14th of the season, assisted by Dodonov and Hanley. This goal was one that Mrazek needed to make a save on, and it was a bad one against. And Steph Jones kind of let Marchment walk in to make it a 2-on-1 breakaway. So there's an issue there. Jones then his first game back from injury, of course, but that doesn't mean much. Hawks then pull Mrazek final 2 minutes of play, and at 19:37 in the third period, Joe Pavelski puts it in on net for his 17th of the season, assisted by Hintz and Ben to make it a 3-1 game. It's frustrating, but I get it. We're a rebuilding team, and we suck. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts are on tonight's action, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, please learn how to play 60 minutes of play, Blackhawks, because it's not a 40-minute game, it's a 60-minute.